I can substitute in here for cosine squared. What is that, y'all? 1 minus sine squared minus sine squared is 1 minus 2 sine squared x. I could also substitute for sine squared. What is sine squared, y'all? That's 1 minus cosine squared. All right, now so think about it. That would be 2 minus, nope, 1 minus 2 cosine squared. Let me make sure. Nope. That would be 2 cosine squared minus 1. I can use all 3 of them and it's fine. Okay? What's the last one? Tangent 2x. You want to know the easiest way to do this one? Okay? I always have you find tangent of the double angle last. How do you find tangent of an angle? Just tangent. Sine divided by cosine, right? So how, the easiest way would be to find sine of who? Sine of the double angle divided by cosine of the double angle. Use that one only if you're given, if you have already had to find the sine of the double angle and cosine of the double angle. If you just have a problem that says, find the tangent of 2x, then you're going to want to use this formula, which is a bunch of junk. 2 tangent x over 1 minus tangent squared x, which is also, you ready for this one? If you just had a problem given to you that says, find tangent of 2x, you have not had to find sine of 2x or cosine of 2x before, then you want to use this formula, okay? The other versions of this one, not that we're ever going to use them, but I'm going to show them to you. Do you see why? Probably not going to use those other 2 formulas. Do you see why? Probably never going to use them, but there they are on your card, and you can use them, okay, if you need to. 90% of the time, you will have already found sine of 2x. You will have already found cosine of 2x. So which tangent of 2x formula are you going to use? This first one, okay? That's just common sense. It makes it a whole lot easier. So this one and this one, those are the 2 that you really need to focus on, okay? Now, what are we going to do with these? Well, we're going to find all of them, okay? Everybody have this? Yep. So here we go. If cosine of x is equal to negative 2/3 and x is in the interval pi 2 to pi, find sine of 2x, cosine of 2x, and tangent of 2x. Okay? If cosine of an angle is negative 2/3 and x is in the interval pi over 2 to pi, I want you to find sine of 2x, cosine of 2x, and tangent of 2x. Oh. It's an interval because it says x is in. It may even say x is in the interval. No. No. Mm-mm. It is in the. What's that mean? If it's in that, if the angle is within that interval, where is it? which is where? It's the second quadrant. Okay. I'm going to draw my graph heavy on the second quadrant. Now, what do you think I'm going to do? Excuse me. I'm going to say what? Well, that's it. Huh. I'm given the cosine of the angle is negative 2/3. I've got a graph drawn heavy on the second quadrant. We've done this before. I'm gonna graph what? Them angles. In what kind of a shape? In a triangle. Who said that? We got to put a triangle in here. Draw this angle right here, folks. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to drop that altitude because it has to be perpendicular to the x-axis. Where is my angle x? Yes, it does. Closest to the origin. Okay? How do I know? That's where I put that line, folks. Because it's just the same thing we've done, 2 weeks ago? I know that it's going to be in the second quadrant, Shauna. And then I'm going to draw my line, draw my angle in the second quadrant, drop the altitude, which forms my right triangle. Okay? Now, cosine, negative 2/3. Second quadrant. What are the SIGN signs in the second quadrant? Because that's important. Negative, positive, negative, yes? Cosine, sine, and tangent. Do you think that's going to be helpful to me at some point? Probably so. How do I label my triangle? Adjacent over hypotenuse, which is negative 2/3. My adjacent side is negative 2. Why is it just 2? I can't have a negative distance, so my adjacent is 2. My hypotenuse is 3. What do I have to have? I got to find, or I got to use Pythagorean equation to find that third side. Okay? So here we go. Hypotenuse squared is equal to leg squared plus leg squared. 9 is equal to L squared plus 4. Do we have 5? So the leg is the square root of 5. Square root of 5. Now what? Now I can find my cosine and my sine. I have to have them all, folks. You're going to be better off if you do this now. Go ahead and list what is the sine of x according to my triangle. Pardon me? Square root of 5/3. Check out your signs, S-I-G-N-S signs. Is square root of 5/3 positive or negative? Positive. Cosine of x, well, that was given, right? Okay, negative 2/3. And then tangent of x is root 5/2. And you know I always put in my sign at the end. Tangent is negative, so I make that tangent. This is the pre-work before we start the what? The work, okay? We got to do this little bit of pre-work before we get to the double angle formula. Is that doable? Why? Because we've done that before. We've done this before, okay? That ought to be the piece of cake. And folks, these formulas are easy. I know how you guys love fractions, so get ready. What is the sine double angle formula? 2 sine x cosine x. And for your notes, please write the formulas. I don't care what you do on your homework. I think you know what my suggestion is. Write the formulas. But you must write the formulas in your notes. You got to. What is sine of x? Square root of 5/3. So do you understand why I had you do this little bit of pre-work over here? Okay. Hey, what do you think I'm going to do to that 2? I'm going to put it over 1 because it looks like we're going to be dealing with all fractions, doesn't it? What's the cosine of x? -2/3. How do I multiply fractions without a calculator? Straight across. You multiply straight across. Are we going to be able to use our calculators on this? No. 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 You don't need your calculators for this. What's 2 times -2 times √5? We leave it. Okay. What's 1 times 3 times 3? I'll email this to you. 9. Is that tolerable? We don't like it, but it's tolerable, right? Tolerable. It's tolerable, right? And it's recorded. Is that 1, 1? You're hateful. Hateful chap. All right. See, she's going to hear me say that too. Ha, ha, ha. Here we go. Cosine of 2x. Which formula do you think you're going to use on the cosine? You can. Use whichever one you feel like. Do you not have the sine for, you have sine of x, don't you? Yes. Yes. Do you have cosine of x? Yes. We have tangent. You use whichever formula you want to for cosine. I want you to do that one right now. Cosine of 2x, you pick the formula you want to use because you have 3 of them available to you, right? Right? You choose. Go. You choose the formula you want to use for cosine of the since, now, if you didn't use this formula, are you going to change what you have on your paper? No, because you tell me why. It's probably going to be right anyway, so just hang loose a little bit, okay? Cosine squared, well, my cosine value is -2/3 squared, yes? Minus, my sine is √5/3 squared. And Sierra brought it up. When you square a fraction, you square the numerator and the denominator. So what's -2 times -2?
4. What are y'all thinking?
That's right, +4. And 3 times 3 is what? 9. What is √5 times √5? Plain old 5. How do we know that? Because the square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is actually the square root of who? 25, which is plain old 5. Plain old 5, right? All right, and then 3 squared is 9. Heck yes. Look at here. I have like denominators in this one. 4/9 minus 5/9 is -1/9. Do I have to be concerned? Now I just have to ask, how many of you did not use that first formula? Hands up. Did you get the same answer? Yes. That's fine, okay? If you've done all of your arithmetic correctly, meaning the crunching of the numbers, your signs, S-I-G and S signs, will be correct, okay? Cool with that? How about, what are we done?
Yeah.
No, we still have to do what? Tangent. Now, we have already found the sine of the double angle. We have found the cosine of the double angle. How am I going to find the tangent of the double angle? I'm going to take the 2 double angle values that I have, and I'm going to divide because I know. And instead of putting it as a fraction, folks, I'm going to do it like this right here. Why am I writing it that way? It is a hot mess if I write it as a fraction divided by a fraction. That just makes my skin crawl. I'm going to go old school, okay? Nothing wrong with old school. Now, am I taking a gamble?
No.
Am I?
No.
I kind of am. Why? Y'all need to write this down. 1445 on 12/3, 1/3. Miss Perry is taking a gamble. Why am I gambling? I think my sine double angle and my cosine double angle values are correct. And I'm pretty daggone sure I know they're right. But what's going to happen if you get one of those wrong? Then you're going to get tangent wrong, okay? Woo-hoo. So if you are not a gambler, then what are you going to do? You use the other formula. I'm gambling on this one. What's the sign value? -4. Divided by cosine of 2x, which is -1/9. Multiply by the, oh, listen to that terminology. My 9s cancel out. What's a negative divided by a negative? A positive. 4√5 over 1, which is 4√5. And that is the tangent of the double angle. Did anybody just for kicks use the other formula? No. Ha. Could you though? Yeah. Absolutely. Very easy. Just more of the same thing. What do you think about this? It's known, okay? I'm going to give you this information. If cosine of theta is 2/3 sine of 2 theta. Let me see the way the book writes it. Wait a minute. If the interval for theta is you know I can't multitask. Hold on just a second. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. Say that again. We did? Oh, yeah. We did -2/3. And what the other twist, it's in a different quadrant. Okay? So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, go ahead. This makes it easy because you don't have to find the third side this time. You already know what the third side is, don't you? I don't know. You'll have to find that. You're on your own on this one. I'm not doing this one for you. Do. Go. Boom. Did everybody get the pre-work correct? Did you get your sine value was -√5 over 3? Yes? Can I get a grunt or a huh? Yeah. Yeah. What about cosine was given? We didn't have to figure that. Did you get tangent of theta was -√5 over 2? Yeah. What now? Plug it into the formula. What are we using? Sine of 2 theta? Sine of the double angle. What is that formula? 2 sine. Well, in this case, it would be 2 sine theta. Cosine theta, right? 2 over 1 times -√5 over 3 times +2/3. Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah? What's a positive times a negative times positive? -4√5 over, how many of you had that hands up? Facile or difficile? Muy fácil, see? Très fácil? All right, here we go. That's it on that one. What do you think? Easy, 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 bring it on, right? Bring it on. I can tell by the look on your face. Here's another one. Yes. 14 pages. No, it's not. I just lied. It's all right. Oh. Do we need to do another one of these? Don't write this down. Hold it. Time out. We don't need another one. Can I change gears? All right, you ready? I'm going to anyway. I wouldn't if I didn't feel like I needed to. All right, here we go. Solve. We'll solve an equation. This is going to feel very comfortable as well. are you going to do? How? Solve it. What do you got to solve it? You're going to do a little substituting? All right, I'm going to rewrite this.
Is negative sine squared x, is that negative 1 minus cosine squared?
No, it's negative 1 sine squared x. There's no, well, there is a number in front of it, but it's a 0.
Can you change sine squared x to 1 minus cosine?
You could, but watch what's getting ready to happen. What section are we in? Double angles, right? Double angle section. I don't know. I don't even know what section number it is. But don't we know a formula where we can substitute cosine of the double angle? Is that it? I don't know what it is. Cosine squared x minus sine squared. Is everybody okay with that? All right, let's use it. Of course, I just looked away and I've already forgotten it. Is this right? Oh. What now? Oh, but I don't know what to do. This is from, from what happened this morning. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at that right there. What happened? Oh, they cancel out. Why? Minus and a plus, they cancel. I get cosine squared plus 0 equals 0, right? Do I need that? No. What's cosine squared x plus 0? Cosine squared x, which is equal to 0. What now? Oh, take the square root of both sides? Okay, I can do that. Take the square root of both sides, what are you left with? Cosine x is equal to 0. Is it plus or minus for real? 0 doesn't have a sign, so I don't have to go with the plus or minus this time, correct? But, what now? Inverse cut, look at you. Is this feeling a little comfortable too? Yeah, kind of, sort of. I need the angle whose cosine value is 0. 0 is first. So it's either going to be 90 or 270. And hello, am I in the land of degrees? Not really. Pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. What do you think about that? Do they fall within our boundaries, yes or no? What are you thinking? That's it. That's all I do. That's all I do. Fossil? Still with the fossil, look what I just found, what y'all, girls. Another stink bug. Did I just step on it? Oh well, dead stink bug. Yeah, this is dead. Where are they coming from? Oh. Okay. Hey, fossil, can we move on? Let's move on. They are not. Yeah. Y'all say life is so bad. Oh, woe is me in agony. Anybody know that song? No. Oh, okay. So I think Dustin said subtract 2 tangent from both sides. Did you? Okay. All right. I heard it wrong. If I take tangent 2 beta, both sides. And folks, please write this step because I don't want you, not that I don't want you here, but I want you in here in the morning looking at this going, I don't know how I got from step 1 to step 2. Well, if you'd show all your work, you would. Love you. Here we go. What is tangent 2 beta minus tangent 2 beta? And is 0 is equal to 1 tangent 2 beta. What now? Whatever we got on that little sheet. Do I have the sine of 2 beta? Oh, do I have the cosine of 2 beta? What am I going to do? Ooh, we got to use the real formula, don't we? Oh, all right, so which one do y'all want to use? Narrow one. Second one. 2 tangent, that one. 2 tangent beta divided by 1 minus tangent squared beta. Oh, I see it. I see it. I know what to do. What do you mean?
Like, put 2 tangent beta and then divide it by.
No, I believe it or not, I'm not going to do that.
What's this 1 minus tangent squared?
Is that a difference?
It is a difference of squares, but can I suggest something? You want me to, because it's going to make it easy. What do you see? Now I'm asking a very basic question. I don't want you to overthink this. I'm asking a literal question. What do you see on the right side? A fraction. And I got a fraction equal to a number. Oh, I can't cross multiply though without something there. Put a 1 under it. And now do what? Crisscross. Isn't that a song? That's a song too. Crisscross. Oh, it is. What's the song? No. That one. What's that one? What's that one? Cha-cha slide. Cha-cha slide. Okay. Dusty. 2751. Okay. Cha-cha slide. Hey, what? Oh, what's 0 times anything? 0. What's 1 times 2 tangent beta? 2 tangent beta. What now? Oh, I can divide by 2. Hold on. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I can divide by 2 because 2 is the coefficient of my function. So I'm going to divide by 2. My 2's canceled. And I got tangent of beta is equal to who? 0. Oh. How am I going to find the inverse? Beta is equal to the inverse tangent of 0. Ooh, nasty. We really got to think. I need my tangent value to be 0. How do I find tangent? Sine divided by cosine. So I have to have my 0 where? On the top. So the bottom has to be what 2 numbers? Positive or negative 1, correct? All right, so what value, what angle has my cosine as 1 plus or minus 1, my sine value of 0, come on now, 0 and pi. And let's just go back here and look real quick. What was the interval? I didn't give you an interval. Look there. Right here. The 2 pi is included. So beta is, now I think we're going to choose one or the other. Yeah. 0 and pi. Now I'm just asking. And I'm not asking, I'm just telling. I'm just telling. I don't like that notation. Tell me why I don't like that notation. And this is straight out of the book. Why do I personally not like closed bracket 0, 2 pi close? Because 2 pi is included. So if that were technically correct, then I would also have to include what angle? 2 pi. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to do this right here. We're going to do some creative teaching. Check this out. Do that right there. Okay? And now am I good to go? Yeah. Can you do this again? No, if that, I'm going to always give you intervals on these. I'll always give you intervals. Pi reducing identities, folks. Jed, nice to see you, Jed. This homework is page 352. You and your friend, Jez, are going to do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems. There we go. I'm recording. It's at the end, so you got to watch the whole thing. So we're glad to have you in class today.